Welcome. I'm Lori Smiskol. I'm a naturopathic doctor here in the Granbury area, and I thank you for coming to learn more about Got Pain, Live Pain Free. And that's what I'm going to be speaking about today, because there are so many things that are going on now in our world that is literally bringing us into an epidemic environment in so many different ways. And we're going to talk about some of those things today, but I wanted to start out just by something that I read, which I really like, from the Life Handbook. And we're going to talk about frequency medicine today. We're going to talk about issues that are being literally affected and healed with frequency. And this is something that's been around since the 1900s. It's actually been around since the 1700s, when they used to put eels in the Greek baths in order to shock their system, which would actually heal and help them with arthritis and different things like that. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to just start out by saying this. This is for all people everywhere. This book is dedicated for this, who seek clean food, pure water, dependable shelter, right livelihood, and radiant health, who want to be acknowledged in community, respected for their humanity, and honored for their divinity. May they find the dignity, joy, peace, and love that is their birthright, and may they always have freedom to choose the course of their own lives. And as you know, I'm about bringing natural health to the forefront, because it's something we always started. Back in 1910, our health communities, our health industry was completely homeopathic, completely naturopathic, and our medical doctors were there for emergency, like a burst appendix, for example, or surgeries because of accidents. You know, whether it was car, whether it was whatever was even the 1800s. Everything was homeopathic. Everything was derived on natural means in order to heal the body. And it makes sense, because we are actually energy beings. So it makes sense. Let's put energy back into the body, which will help raise the frequency of our organs. Every single organ you have is based on a frequency. So let's say if you have cancer. That's somewhere between 40 and 50 hertz. That's why frankincense, which is an essential oil you may have heard, actually helps to eliminate or reduce cancers. I can't say it's not just one fix at all. There's several things that you have to do in order to change your health. It's not just going to be my machine either. Okay? It's actually going to be the electrical frequencies will help to raise the vibrations in your body to help the body heal itself. And that's what we want to do. We also have homeopathic medicines that will also work with you with any kind of autoimmune issue. So we can actually help you to build a full immunity against Lyme disease and Epstein-Barr. And what we're finding out now too, one of my clients actually has mycoplasma, and I do a computer program that literally will show you what's going on in your body. And you can come and get a scan with me. I do one today for $30, normally $60. Or you can do a full appointment with me for $150, which will give you iridology, will give you this scan. I do reflexology with that as well. It's a 2-hour appointment. But this will show you, based on this, the green is everything that's in alignment. The red is everything that's out of alignment. Okay? Out of 172 markers. And this is her normal range is 2599, which means that's where her normal is. Somebody else's might be a 6. And that's what we're testing the results on. We're taking a look and we're seeing where are you based on those results. So for example, this client, her range is right here in that red. Okay? Anything that's over means it's off. It's out of alignment. Okay? And just give you an example, this shows that she may have skin issues. Okay? How many people have rashes? Anybody here? Okay. That means that you may have issues because you might have a pathogen that's living in your skin, in your blood, in your tissues. And the reason that blood tests work by allopathic means, but they don't always tell the whole story, okay? Because they can't always catch autoimmune issues that are also going on. And so this energetic scan, which is a skin galvanization, you put your hand on a hand cradle, and it literally reads your skin, your energy, and it will tell me exactly what's going on with your body and where can I help. You know, may I be able to suggest homeopathics. I always recommend cleansing cellularly to all my clients. And this actually will work with cleansing out not only just the liver, which most people think of liver, they think of gallbladder and kidneys. It'll actually clean out the brain. Okay, it actually will help you with foggy brain and eliminating some of those things. It also works on the spine, and it also works on the interstitial space between the cells. Okay, so it's actually a cellular cleanse. That's the difference. When you go to a store, you're not going to get a cellular cleanse. You're going to get something that has pills usually. They're great, but they don't, again, handle the whole body. Okay, we want to do body, mind, and soul, and that's what I do as a naturopath, is I address your emotions too, because that's something that's very important too. If you're dealing with, let's say, mothering issues, what I learned as a naturopath, if you're dealing with mothering issues, whether it was your child or whether it was from your mom, you might have breast cancer. Okay. Breast cancer goes along with mothering issues. So it goes back to emotions as well, and how important that is to look at those areas. And this shows on this particular file, frustration was her biggest one. Her frustration is way over here when it should be here. That means something in her life is causing her to be frustrated, and when you are stressed, what happens? You know? You're right.
Yes, that's true.
Exactly. You also, your cortisol goes up.
Yes.
Okay. When your cortisol goes up, you become uric. You have uric acid that builds up in your body. Uric acid body will build up stones in your liver, your gallbladder, your kidneys. And how many people now are being told to have their gallbladder out? Do you know anybody that's being told that?
Well, I don't have my gallbladder anymore.
Okay, and why did they take out your gallbladder? What did they say?
Because it wasn't working.
Okay, so they just said it
Because I
wasn't
had
working?
radiation because I had cancer, and the radiation killed my gallbladder.
Okay.
It also affected my valves.
Ah, okay.
And
Yes.
I did have breast cancer when I was 31.
Okay. And did you have any issues, you think, with your mother or your children? That's just a possibility.
No, my mother didn't breastfeed me, and I had to drink another type of milk because I was allergic to regular milk. So I asked her, I said, why didn't you breastfeed me? She goes, I don't know. That's the only answer I got, and it just made me so mad.
Yeah, but I'm talking about emotional issues that are underlying in that too.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have some issues with your mom when you were growing up. You know, and you hang on to that in your cells. And that's why we do a cellular class, because it starts releasing some of those things. I also have emotional things where this is to build your esteem. It's actually a homeopathic to build your esteem. And I have all kinds of emotional ones too, because if you clean out the emotions, then the body, again, can start to heal itself. And that's what we're doing. So this will give you an idea as far as all the different things. And then based on all these things, it gives me emotions, it gives me your teeth. Another thing that is so important that I learned when I was at my infectious disease conference is how important it is to get the mercury out of our teeth. Because basically they look right at us as naturopaths, and we're supposed to be the healthiest in that room, and we were sick along with everybody else. Because when I did my energetic scan, it showed me I had Lyme, I had Epstein-Barr, I had mycoplasma, and I had, let's see, what was the other one? Strep. Okay, I never thought I had problems with strep, but now for looking back at it, I do clear my throat sometimes. You know, and then there's other issues that go along with strep too. You just think of that as sore throat. It's not just sore throat. I have gingivitis, okay, dental issues. I have mercury. Mercury is sitting in my thyroid tooth. So guess what? I was diagnosed with hypothyroid. Now thank God, because I'm a naturopath, I didn't do the medicines, because I knew that would start a slippery slope when you do some of the medicines. Because what I learned as a naturopath, and I can say this because I learned this from a Nassau doctor and a Lyme specialist, is once you start doing the allopathic medicines, they're actually designed to shut down your systems. That's why they say you will have to be on this the rest of your life. Homeopathics are designed to reset your system. Okay, so that means we can actually, if you've had a hysterectomy, we can actually, I was just like amazed when I heard this, we can actually reset your system, and you just have to take it for a few months and your system is reset. And you don't have to do the bioidentical hormones and all the other ones. And what we learned about bioidentical hormones and all the artificial hormones, it's marketing. It's designed again to shut down your hormone system so that, again, they tell you, you will be on this the rest of your life, right?
I took those things, it's horrible.
Yeah.
They can't never get you where you need to be. It's all too much, they always give you too much. They're trying to make you act like you're a hormonal teenager. It's crazy. You don't need that.
Exactly. And then from there, then they will also say, okay, your thyroid's starting to shut down, so now we need to do cholesterol drugs. What I learned about cholesterol drugs was another thing, and what we learned about that was it shuts down our cholesterol, and guess what? We need our cholesterol. And 250 used to be normal. Now it's like 175 or something. So therefore, if you have 250, you're okay. You need that cholesterol. And when you shut that down, you get rid of your liver enzymes, then you start having other issues with liver and gallbladder, and that's when they look at taking out gallbladder. Because you have too many stones, because of the uric acid, because of the stress that built up, when we could actually cleanse it. And not just cleansing, I'm talking about using the machine. And if someone would like to volunteer, we're welcome to do a scan today to show someone how we can help them with any kind of pain and inflammation in their body. So whoever has not had a scan yet, or had a, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the right frequencies while we go ahead and get this gentleman. What's your name again, sir?
Donald.
Oh, Donald. Okay, you're going to do it. Okay, Teresa. All right, Teresa's going to do it.
And so where's your pain at? Where it's like it?
Right now my feet are, and no, you know what, he's worse than I am. He's got real bad back pain.
Okay.
So,
Come on.
All right, so we're going to work on back pain
I'm gonna
today.
take my pants to it.
Only on a good day.
We just have to put the pads behind on the lower back.
Okay.
We're going to do one on one side, we're going to do one on the other side.
Yeah, we'll raise the shirt here. Let me
And
get
that's
some
gonna
gel
work.
on these and plug them in.
We will.
I didn't know which ones to put in because
I'm old and
who
wrinkled.
are victims.
And I'm going to share a little bit about the Reich frequencies while she's going to go ahead and set that out, because Reich, like I said, has been around. He started in the 1920s. He was literally curing cancer, and I can say that because that's what they said back
How do you
then.
do that?
Up to about 1950, until the medical industry, pharmaceutical industry said, no, we can't do that, and they literally destroyed him. They took away his machinery. He had all these amazing doctors that were on board. They took all those doctors away, and he literally, the doctors had to renounce that they were working with him.
That button here.
And this man was a genius. And I'm just going to read about him because just 2 decades ago, Reich therapy was virtually unknown.
Sorry.
Gradually, hundreds of thousands of health seekers from Germany to England,
What happened
Indonesia,
now? I think that was the
Australia,
old man.
South Africa, to the United States began purchasing Reich machines or electrical frequency machines for their family, their friends, and their pets. It also, we have veterinarians that use it, and they use it on their horses. And also veterinarians for their dogs and their cats, because they have the same issues that we do. And now, our dogs and cats and animals are very, very
With the
sick.
back, do you want to have?
Because-
Also, we can put some pads on your feet.
Another thing that
And
we
so it'll
learned
get you
at
from
the
your-
infectious
from your
disease
back all the way
conference
down to your
It
feet.
doesn't matter.
that a NASA doctor shared was that we are
Let me
being,
go grab a paper
we are
towel.
under biological and chemical
Give
warfare,
you some extra underwear too.
which
while you're
means
there.
a lot of our autoimmune issues, like Lyme, it was actually created in the lab. And it shows in this book, as I was paging through this last night, because I just got this, which is an amazing book, it showed that things like mycoplasma, which is a autoimmune issue, shows that that literally was a Gulf syndrome war. Okay? Well, my client has never been to the Gulf War, so therefore it shows me,
No feet.
Yes.
and this is what the NASA doctor said, that we are being, that Lyme disease now and other issues like Epstein-Barr, Rocky Mountain fever, they have all become airborne. Okay?
It's a good song.
So what does that mean, airborne?
I just go over there.
Get shoes off.
It means that it literally, because of the chemicals in the sky that you see, okay, and really we can't deny it, there's different lines. How many people have seen the lines in the sky? Okay. So would you say that
Just kind of put your feet to the
you
side.
actually have seen them and you,
And chemtrails?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, since we were kids.
ever since you were
Ever
kids?
since we were kids.
Okay. That NASA doctor literally stood up there and our mouths dropped open and said, this is chemical and biological warfare. And they have the right to spray on us anytime they want.
Yes.
They put lithium in it, they put desecrated blood cells in it. I actually worked with one of the top guys on the planet that literally is helping to add geoengineering, that's what they call it. And we try to do whatever we can, but it's worldwide. Okay.
My knees
So the thing is, we got to protect ourselves. And the way that we can do that is through the electrical frequencies, which he's going to be working on here, and also through our cellular cleanses, which literally I have things like these kits,
Place your feet.
okay, like mine showed up for Epstein-Barr, okay? We actually have homeopathics that were designed back in the 1900s to help get rid of Epstein-Barr. Okay? And it literally will give you a immunity because we're giving you a series of it, which will literally help to wipe out that. And if they keep spraying on us, we won't get it. At least that's what they share. It's because it's like, it works like a vaccine, except the vaccines, what they do is they have heavy metal in them. These do not. These have just water and a little bit of alcohol, and they dilute it up to 10,000 times. So all you're getting is the vibration of the homeopathic. You're not getting more disease. Does that make sense to you guys? Okay. So anyway,
But I'm sorry, if you have the vaccine, you're getting the live.
you're getting the live virus, yes. You're actually getting the live virus because they put heavy metals in it, and the heavy metals go right to the brain. Okay? So not only are you getting the disease, anybody who's on that airplane, and I just got sick twice, last 2 airplanes, because my immune system was down. And if your immune system's down, you will start catching things. If your immune system is up, and that's why nutrition and sleep and drinking water, also important, is because you want to keep your immune system strong. If you keep your immune system strong, you won't get cancers. Cancer is 40, okay? A human being that is fully functioning is 75 to 80 hertz. So if you're 40 or 50, and a lot of these autoimmune issues, I'm about 50, and I was like, oh my God, I'm 50 because I have autoimmune issues. But guess what? What they shared in that room was every single one on the planet has autoimmune issues. That was a shocker. And then we looked around at each other and we're like, we're supposed to be the healthiest ones on the planet? And yet, we have these issues too. And every single one of us got tested that day. And every single one of us had either Lyme disease, Epstein, most of us had Lyme. There's several forms of co-infections with Lyme. Fungus, molds, all these things. And also they're showing that they're also genetically modified. Okay? So anytime you take genetically modified food, you are possibly setting yourself for a virus. Okay? Which is, as I was reading this, it said literally, I was reading it, it said, genetically modified in these viruses, which is like Epstein-Barr and the different ones. I can't tell you exactly which one it was, but mycoplasma was Gulf War. I was like, oh my God. And they admitted it when we were at the conference. So anyway, so I know it's a shocker, but when we wake up, we can't go to sleep again. You know, we know it's time to really think of our health, because it's not a luxury anymore. We all have to do this.